It is Friday of week 5. Friday of week 5. My microphone is on the blink, but we're making this work. I'm happy that you're here. That's it. Here we go. Come on. Plant your feet down. Remind yourself what we are doing. Gripping those feet. We are integrating our breathing and our attention in the body. Take those hands together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale over the mat. Make a fist. Hold the breath in. Through the mouth, we exhale. Inhale it wide. Way up. Take the fingertips down to the shoulders, lifting the elbows. Make a little arc back. Inhale high, wide fingers and thumbs. Lock your elbows. When you do it, you'll adjust your neck. It will adjust lower down into mid-spine. Breathe it. Isolate your fingers. Release them. Isolate your wrists. Release them. Isolate your attention. Elbows. Release. Isolate shoulders. Empty. Isolate your knees. As we exhale, I bend and tilt those hips. I awaken the front line of the body. This anterior line up through the knees, through the hip, to the front of the spine. I activate that. I create a hollow in my lower gut. That hollow is root lock, mid lock, active. Lowest abdominals pull back to the spine. Notice your breathing in this forward bend, Uttanasana. Notice the breathing. It is reduced. It is not the same. Nice. Stack your hands on your knees. Let's make some circles in the knees. Observe the joints. We will observe our basic warm-up of 3 planes of movement from the spine, our forward and back bending, our side to side turning, and our twisting. Coronal plane and sagittal plane and transverse plane. Good. With these knees, we're waking up the circles of the knee, plus now forward and back, forward and back. Come up and be tall. Isolate your hips. Let's make circles in the hip. Can you keep your head still? A fixed point in space. So the hips isolate. And this is how we've been working, you know. We find stability, strength, alignment, and balance. That wholeness we call sthira. From sthira, we isolate intent. I'm going to isolate intention in my shoulders. I'm stabilized down. And I move with effortless effort. Sukha. Reverse direction. And inevitably, we find the limitation. We find the resistance, the pain, the discomfort. And it arises in different ways. And we call it dukkha. And that dukkha is important because we do not want to ignore it or try to blast through it. We move move through it. We evaporate it. We operate and carry that strength, stability, alignment, and balance through resistance. Good. Every circle of my head is one breath. Let's reverse direction. Beautiful. Very light fingers, wrists, elbows, shoulders on the spine's axis. Twist. Good. That's easy. Come back up. Hands up. Hop. That's it. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Beautiful. Feet. A little wider than the shoulder. Angled. Make a little turn. Relax your knees. We want no sharpness in your knees. I'm bending my elbows. The shoulders are low, away from the ears, and I twist. I pull my elbows back, back, and back, alternating this elbow pull behind me, and I first exhale out over the shoulder. Turn your chin and forehead equally. Three, 2, 1, and 1. Empty the body. Good. Bring the feet near each other. Plant. As Kumar would say, the girls start from the ground up, boys from the sky down. Coronal plane undulations. Let yourself breathe. This is key. And release. Make a little turn. Now there is great value in extended coronal plane undulations, but we're moving on today. I'd like for you to make some batek with me. Yeah, looking good. Can you touch your fingers on the ground? Sweep the fingertips. If you can sweep your fingertips, then lift the heels. I'm lifting the heels. As I descend, I lift the heels. That's it. Now don't try this if this is how you're starting off. Do not turn into week 5 on Friday and start there. That's not really a good choice. Nice. And release that. Come back. Let's find our teacups. I separate my feet. I find the ground. Good. Tailbone down. Root lock, mid-lock, activate. We're just at, 3 minutes, right? I'm going to set this for 3 minutes and 20 seconds today. We're stepping up in it. Now, you don't have to do 3 minutes and 20 seconds. You could, if you need to, you can stand up anytime. But we are progressively adding on over this 10-week period. All right? You can stop and come back and stand. It's okay. And then take a minute, or not a minute, take a breath or two, and then come back and stand again. We want, and come back and squat again. We want our legs level with the ground. We want the tailbone down. We want the spine lifting in the heart. We want length. We want our toes, heels gripping equally, arches lifting. Yes. Ah, it's activating. Right? Yes, that's beautiful. Teacups posture. Why was it called teacups? Because Kumar, he would do funny things. One of them, putting a teacup on my leg. Do not spill the tea. Putting a teacup on my leg. Do not spill the tea. A third teacup, a fourth teacup. Do not spill the tea. A fifth teacup, a sixth teacup. Do not spill the tea from the shoulders or the legs. A seventh teacup. An eighth teacup on the head, and a ninth teacup in the other hand. Holding 9 teacups. Breathing that. No spillage. Whew. That's it. Yes, take the teacup, Kumar. Take the teacup. Take the teacup. Take the teacup. Take the teacup. Take this teacup. Take that teacup. 9 teacups. Gaze. Find a point fixed in front of us. When you think you can do no more, begin a count. Because that's when you really begin the next things. It's like when you start to feel it. When you start to feel it, that's when you begin. Right? That's the beginning of the work. I'm counting backwards from 60. 60 breaths. There's 50. 49. Beautiful. So that was 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Beautiful. I'm going to stay a little bit more because I'm pushing. We're going to be pushing out. For those who can stay with me, stay with me. We're going to be pushing this out 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes, longer. Okay, stay with me. That's right. Good. So there's 3 minutes, 40 seconds, 3 minutes and 45 seconds right there. Push away, be tall. Oh yeah, get that blood circulating. Stand 1 foot, let's cross. Press, squeeze. Kumar would get me into postures and tell me stories. Release. Balance on this other foot. Cross, press, squeeze. Squeeze those legs. Adduct those legs together. Nice. Unfold. Good work. All right. Let's make one salute to the sun. And let's get some twists in this body. Inhale it high. Bring it back. Inhale high. Elbows and palms together. Let's cross. Check your knees. You need equal lines of the knee. That left knee likes to fold, to bend deeper. Keep the knees aligned. Then twist. Keep the knees aligned. I have to pull back in my left hip. Eyes down. Fold it forward. Uttanasana. My left hand makes a cup. Left leg bears the weight. My right hand grips my right ankle. I tuck this knee to my forehead. I lift my knee up. I lift it up. Right. Open, open, open. Yes, I unfold the hand. Let's kick this right leg high in the sky and way back. Align your fingers and your toes. Feel that depth. Anjaneyasana. And now I'm going to step my hands forward and rock. Yeah. Good. I step my hands back, align my fingertips,
My left hand goes on my hip. I revolve left, easy. Lock your elbows. Over the top. My back heel drops down. Notice my butt is sticking out, and now I'm going to bring it into the plane between the feet. My right hand goes onto my hip. I lift in my heart and I revolve. When we are fully revolved, then you reach the arm. So don't let the arm hang out over the floor. You want a parallel arm. But do not force it by the shoulder. You have to twist the spine. Yeah, take that down. Very nice. Plank. Good, hold your plank. Rock the plank forward and back. Rock the plank side to side. Make a circle of the plank. Reverse the circle. One chaturanga. Nice. Look to the right. And look to the left. And back at the center. Touch those knees down. We have some mockingbirds and a cardinal and something else up here. Take a big breath. Downward dog. Step that right foot. Find your deep knee forward, deep heel back in opposition. Every move we make, we operate from stillness, strength, alignment, balance, breath of wholeness, a unity. We isolate our intention. So it's my back leg. It originates in my spine and left hip. That's the step. Nice. Step your hands. Utkatasana. Yeah. Reach those arms back. Reach those arms up. Back to your heart. Be tall. And make a little empty. Let's close the sequence back at the center. Sweep wide. Hands apart. Elbows straight. Arcing. Yes. When we arc, especially the first couple times, take it easy. Identify how those heels can press, the glutes are engaged, how you do not merely hinge in the lower back, but you lift the spine up through the heart. Yeah. That's where I have to work. That's, for years, that's my area that I have to work, behind my heart. They say that suffering opens the heart. Ooh. Here we go. Inhale this up. I wish no suffering. Reach away for anyone. Reach away. Yes, they say that our own suffering opens compassion. I pray we do not need suffering to awaken compassion. Take the hands together. Elbows together. Cross. The knees align. Lift the spine long. Let's twist. Eyes down. Uttanasana. Fold forward. This time, my right hand makes a cup. My left hand grips. Let's tuck the knee to the forehead. Let's lift that knee up. Let's begin to open. This move here is fabulous for your lower spine, activating strength and stability. So after people have healed in, say, a disc rupture in the lower back, this is a fabulous move to restore strength through that lower back. Unbind. Left leg high in the sky. Left foot, left toes high. Step it back. Step back. Two hands forward. Let's rock. Let's rock. I am rocking low, forward and back. This front foot stays flat. Yes. If I'm there, I step my hands back, align my fingertips and my toes. My left hand bears the weight, and my right hand, it comes onto my hip. I revolve. I bear weight in my right hand. My left heel revolves flat. Notice my hips are sticking out. I need to bring them into the line between the heels. I'm lifting in my heart. Length. Let's revolve together. Twist. Down. Revolve my heel up and I step back to my plank. I rock it forward and back. Can you feel those wrists well? Can you feel the distribution of weight in the wrists well? Can you lock and revolve your elbows? I'm making circles of my plank. Reverse your circles. Chaturanga. Up dog. Look left. And look right. Back at the center, down dog. Left foot. Stabilize, strengthen, align, find the balance. The move will originate from the hips. The depth of the anchor will be in your left leg and hip, but it will be the right leg that moves. So what is the origin of your movement? When you find that, you can access, you can release struggle. It doesn't make it easier exactly. There's difficulty, there is pain, but there's no suffering. There's not the same anticipation. There's not the body's activated response before something is actually activated. Does that make any sense? Plant your feet. Sweep. I linked a physical principle with a more subtle principle. Empty. Separate those feet. Good. All right, get your blocks. All right. We're going to make one review of a variety of moves. We'll do that first. Set your intent. We're going to work in sets of 9. You can stop at any point, you know. But if you set your intention, do not let anything get in the way between you and your intent. So take your time with it. Do not set your intention idly. We will make knee tucks to the center, 9 each leg. 9 knee tucks crisscross, each leg 9. 9 knee tucks to the outside of the elbow. 9 knee tucks to the outside of each shoulder. Sustain your spine in the center, head and neck in the center. Do not turn your head and neck. All right, here we go. If you're with me, set your intent. Crisscross. Outside. Shoulder. Nice. Take it down. Look at that. Look how easy that was today after week 5. Bravo. Hands back. Lift it up. Take it down. Hands fingertips point forward. The hands are back, fingertips forward this time. Lift. Beautiful. Hands briefly. Hands and wrists. Forward, back, rock, side to side, rock, circles, rock, circles the other way. Lift your thumbs, keep your thumbs off the mat. 3 times, lift up into the fingertips, keep the thumbs up, palms are up, straight, wrists locked, elbows, palms down. Inhale, up, down, one more, up, and down. Beautiful. I externally rotate both hands, fingertips touch the knees, palms flat, elbows lock, forward and back, rock. Yes, side to side, rock. Circles. Yes. Reverse the circles. I step my hands away. I go directly to circles. I reverse circles. Beautiful. Hands flat. Make a fist close to the center. I open one hand, I lock my elbow. Both elbows are locked. Wide thumb. I bring it to a fist, opposite hand, wide fingers and thumb, lock the elbows. Good. You can alternate, or you can do both. I open, I rock forward and back, side to side, circles, reverse, back to your fist. Beautiful. Let's sit. Release the shoulders. In fact, squeeze the shoulders up once, release twice, release last time, up and release. Now bend your elbows. My palms are down. I turn my hand, the nerves of my hand, I turn them off. I practice both afferent and efferent nerve pathways. Release. So that I'm not activating anything in my fingers or hand itself. Only the forearm. I shake side to side. I shake up and down. I turn the palm up, I shake side to side. I shake it up and down. My hand goes for a ride. My palms face each other, side to side. My arms shake. My palms face each other, up and down. I shake the wrists, open. Good stuff, open, shake it out, just shake it out. Excellent. Come up, take your blocks. So this time, I'm going to sit. Dandasana. I'm going to lift. We're going to do 9 of these. 9 lifts. 9 Nabi Darshasana, where we pull back. 9 where I draw the toes back between the blocks. And then 9 lifts. So let's see how that will go. Okay? I'm lifting up, back. Oh, no, not yet. Not Dabi. Just up and down, right? Just like a dip, 9 times. Lift, up and down. Nice. Now the Nabi Darshasana. Lift, pull back, out. Lift, pull back, out. 3. Tuck those feet back. Tuck those feet back. Good. If my feet are back, I gotta get those blocks and those feet together. Yes. I push. I lift one foot and hold 9 breaths. I touch it back. Lift the other foot. I point the toes away. Yeah, tuck it. Down. Next, I'm going to lift both. Here we go. Tolasana. Lift. 2 feet. Breathe. High. Touch those feet down. Nice. Sit down. Dandasana. 2 hands back. Lifting the arm. Feet touch down. Lift this upward plank. Lift. My toes reach out, touch. Hips in the middle, lift up high. Nice. I reverse the position of my hands. My fingertips forward. Let's lift it up. And take it down. Beautiful. Come up and be tall. Get those blocks. We are going to hop forward. We're going to hop and float forward, hop and float back. Set of 9. Sit, make a V with your blocks. I'm going to step to the outside first. Slow motion. Remember, we want to identify the origin of the movement in the spine, hips, and we lift the knee forward. Slow motion, put that heel down, then the balls of the foot, toes. The exit will be to lift the toes, lift the ball of the foot, heel. That means lifting the knee straight up, like a helicopter, straight up, and then pulling it back. There's 1. I suspend the foot before I place the heel down. 2. 3. I am using an Ujjayi breath. 4. 5. 6. 7. Hold, suspend. That suspend is hard. 8. 9. Beautiful. Sit back. Nice. Get a little recovery. Let's do this for the shoulders. Seated eagle posture. Arms wide. I am taking my left arm low, my right arm above. My right arm is completely relaxed, palm up. I am binding with my left arm. Then I take the hands, the back of the hands, up. My left hand is low. I take my left hand to the left cheek. I turn left into the hand. I turn my head, but it does not move. The thumb of my right hand points at my face, and I grip the thumb. My right hand, the ridge of that right hand is forward, like the crest of a beak. I believe you know these, but let me break it down for you. I walk my fingertips across my palm over to the wrist, and my fingers grip the wrist. I lift up. Breathe. Nice. I turn my spine at the navel to the right. I lift in the spine. I turn my ribs and heart to the right. I turn my shoulders and elbows to the right. My neck turns to the right. My chin and forehead. My eyes deeply right. Back to the center. I lift in my spine. I turn my navel left. I lift in the spine. I turn my heart, ribs left. My shoulders, elbows left. My chin, forehead left. Eyes deeply left. Back to the center. Big breath in. Fold. Empty. Bring it back. Let's exit like this. Exit with those arms apart. Wide. Palms turn up, sweep. Bring it back. Same set, opposite direction. This time, my right arm crosses low. Bind the left arm and shoulder. Breathe it. Back to back with the hands. Breathe it. My right hand is low. I bring it to my right cheek. I turn to the right. My thumb points at my face. I grip. You could stay there, but when you want more, your fingers cross the palm over to the wrist. Now you could stay there gripping the wrist as we did in the first side, but you find the full expression of this pose by lacing the fingers together, palms flat, and aligning both hands forward like the crest of a beak right here. You don't have to. You could stay still gripping your thumb. That's okay. But when you can, this is where you go. We lift it up. Take it down. I turn to the left. Progressively turn. Do not just turn. Opposite side. Big breath. Fold it forward. Bring it up, unbind the arms, slow. Turn the palms up. Reach up high. Seated eagle variations. Check in with your elbows. Lock the elbows. Good, bring it back. Take your blocks. Make a V. You're going to reach one leg long off of the floor and back. Other leg long off the floor and back. 9 of these. Here we go. There's 9. Can you make steps? 9 steps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9. Sit down. Good. We must come back to our tolasanas. And we're going to start unifying, linking the back, hop forward all the way through. From forward, dandasana, hop it all the way through back. We're moving that direction, Good. Very briefly, a little bit of shoulder work. Take your arms wide. My right hand crosses behind and grips my left wrist. Behind me, it looks like this. I lock my left arm. I activate this arm. I try to lift it. Feel what is happening in both this abduction of the arm and this major engagement into the right shoulder. So I'm lifting away. Right. Breathe it right there for 3, 2, 1. Unbind. Same thing. Second side. Activate. Push. For 3, 2, 1. Unbind. cow face, seated cow face variations. Inhale. Take your hands down to the shoulders. Sweep it. Take your fingertips, grip. Yes, breathe it right there. Look up. Look to the left, open side. Look to the right. Center, fold it. Exit consciously. I inhale up. Exhale, melt both shoulders. Inhale up. Right arm, inhale, sweep. Now, if you're right-handed, it may be a little more challenging. Can you release that right side of the spine? Can you release into the right shoulder? Down the shoulder into the elbow, forearm, wrist, hand. Maybe you can touch the fingertips. Maybe you can bind. Feel where you can go. If you had a strap, if you're not touching, get a strap or a sock or a belt or some kind of stretchy thing, band of some kind, anything. And grip your hands and walk your hands toward the center, holding the band or the belt or the strap. Look up. Look to the right. Look to the left. Back at the center. Let's hold it. Lift it up. Inhale high. Beautiful. Let's take these blocks. All right, we're going to hop forward and through. We're going to hop center and through. From forward, hop back and through. Hi. Hi. One. Two. Three. Four. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Wow. Yeah, that's good progress. Next. Tolasana, one more time. This time, Tolasana, we're going to lift up both legs one at a time, tuck it deeply, and then crisscross the ankles. Crisscross the ankles. Let's take the numbers off. Do as many crisscrosses as you can. It might be 3, it might be 30. I don't know. Let's see where it can go. So let's see. I'm going to get a little angle that may serve a better view. Good. Okay, so I'm going to point one toe, point the other toe, I'm lifting, crisscross. Well, I was aiming for 36. I got 21. But week 6 is coming up. Lie down on your back. Rest. Here comes a random selection for you from our Book of Wise Guys. Now this is interesting, you know. For those in the Christian tradition, today is Good Friday. It's interesting. Pandit Arya says this to us. If you have never reached the bottommost depths of despair and loss, if you have not yet realized at some point in your life a complete disintegration, then you have not yet begun your journey toward God. But immediately upon that disintegration, when everything you value in life is gone, surrender, and the cup of the personality shatters. And in that moment of shattering, you surrender your will completely. And right there, by that very act, you enter into the possibility and perfection that is God. All right. We have to be able to unlock the fist to receive. Our fists are so bound these days, so bound. The mind is like a fist. It holds and closes, and it is right, but we cannot receive. Open the hands to receive. All right. Rest in your Shavasana. I will close right there with you today. Yes. Stay there 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If you were to fall asleep, it would be okay. Let yourself rest. And when you awaken completely, stretch your own stretch 3 times. Namaste. That concludes our asana practices today. Block practices, end of week 5. Next week, I'll see you, week 6, stepping up. Oh, you're gonna do some crazy stuff coming up. Okay, namaste.